Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fleet Plays Rule the Waves 3. Yes, it actually is Rule the Waves 3 this time. I actually got it right, which I know is not on brand for Fleet. Fleet does not normally get these things right. This is not normally a thing that Fleet gets right, so you'll have to bear with me. But yeah, we're back. We're absolutely back, and we are absolutely going to kick the, hello Timo, we're going to kick the Germans and the Italians in the face with a sledgehammer until their face stops resembling a face. Won't that be fun? The answer to that question is, of course, yes. Yes, it will. Ah, a battleship engagement. That was brave of the Germans, but sure. Why not? Yeah, I'll bulk up the, I'll bulk up my force with another 12-inch battleship. Yeah, absolutely. I'll have 4 dreadnoughts in this fight. Cower before me, you German swines. Have it, son, as they say. Oh, we're doing a night action, are we? Well, that's fine. I have the destroyers for it. I had hoped to rebuild some of my ships with central firing, but I don't think I'm going to get them. Oh, that is not where you want to be. That is not where you want to be. Mr. Line of German capital ships, that is absolutely the last place you want to be right this moment. That is really... You do not want to be there. Like, at all. But turn away, turn away, turn away. Oh, that is all of the German destroyers. Good gravy. Everybody out of there. Hell out of dodge, boys. Hell out of dodge. Move, 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 move. Save them. Oh, okay. One of their unsighted warships took a hit to a torpedo. What time is dawn? Oh, nice. We can turn this into a daylight engagement, in which case we just fucking win. Which I'm happy with. Yep, there it is. I'm going to keep parallel to where they were. There they are. Yep. Yep. Well, there are the Germans. Unfortunately, they are... Hang on. Ah, we're going to have glare. Yeah, we're going to have glare. They're not. Right, ramp up the battlecruiser to 26 knots. Let's go and get the Mackinson. Oh, they weren't dumb enough to bring dreadnoughts with them, were they? Surely not. Oh, no, yes. Yes, they actually were that dumb. Okay, Germany, that's very brave of you. To bring 3 dreadnoughts with you to a dreadnought fight. Especially when you consider that... No, surely not. Yeah, my battlecruiser is more heavily armoured than their battleship is. That's very funny. That's very funny. And she's drawn a bead on Oldenburg with her guns. The Germans are about to be down 2 dreadnought battleships if I have my way. I think Heroine got direct... Oh no, she didn't get directors. None of our capital ships have directors yet. Only the ships that are currently close to completing actually have directors. Oof. Yeah, this is really not a good... This is really not a good fight for the Germans to be in, like, at all. Ah, the rain set in. Damn it. Well, Heroine's a pretty good sea boat, so she should be able to keep firing. Unless the Germans want to leave their dreadnoughts behind, they can't exactly just run. How's she bearing up with the damage anyway? Ah, she's fine. Absolute trooper. Got a lot of jams in her turrets, though. A lot of jams in her turrets. It's fine, though. Yeah, she's definitely giving better than she's getting. She's definitely giving better than she's getting. How you doing? Oh, a little bit. Okay, she's taken a bunch of 12-inch rounds now. She's all right though. I'm gonna order her to back off just a little bit, because despite being the most powerful unit on the field, she is still one battle cruiser. Oh, what's happened to poor old Hercule? What's happened to you, mate? Ah, engine room hit. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. All right, everyone consolidate. I'm not gonna risk being separated from one of our ships at this critical moment. It's not worth it. We've definitely battered them far more than they've battered us. And if I'm correct from how my submarines are working, then there should be some surprises knocking for them when the Germans try to return home, I suspect. There we go. Break off. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. And we rescued all the survivors the Germans didn't bother to stick around and rescue. Yep, go and rescue the survivors. We don't leave anybody behind. Well, we definitely reduced German destroyer numbers there, I'm fairly certain. The question is by how much? And how much did that matter? There we go. Yep. Well, we heavily damaged that enemy battle cruiser, so it was a win for us. Only a minor win, but a win nonetheless. Okay, Aquitaine has worked up, and it's already proven that she's definitively the best ship we have. And given the fact that the Italians definitely have the better battle cruisers out of the sets we've got to fight. So it's really her that should be in the Mediterranean with her 14-inch guns, backing up the old 3 dreadnoughts that we have in the Med. How long is it going to take? Okay, Hoche is going to be down for a bit, so I'm going to refit her with a director while while she's in dock anyway. For that, it's only going to add a month to her repairs, so she may as well. Okay, Kleber, she's an older vessel, but she's not that bad. And depends what the Germans have thrown into the Meds to try and fight her. We'll have to see. It's an enemy armoured cruiser. Question is what? The Elbing. Oh, and she's not alone. She's got backup. Right, okay. Yeah, they're definitely more modern ships than Kleber is, but Kleber has a lot more guns than they do. So them closing her down is not a good idea. And I think she inflicted an engine casualty on Elbing, so she's able to pull ahead and stay ahead all the way to Sifax. Yeah. Sorry, Germany. Close, but no cigar. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, they should have been able to catch us, but we must have scored a hit to damage their capability to chase. And even if they close, it's not going to be advisable for them to do so. Even these Elbings are not really. They're fairly heavily protected, but they're not... They're not what I'd call ideal. I mean, the poor old other ship is... You can tell she's not been rebuilt since she was built. She's falling behind. Whereas at least the Kleber's got an engine... Whereas at least the Duplet's got an engine refresh in 1900. So, they're not in such a bad way. Now that the other ship has fallen behind, given the relatively decent state of Kleber... No, she's not that heavily protected. She has more... They have equivalent fire engines, and this one's more heavily protected. So, yeah, if I turn and fight, it's going to be these 7-inch guns that are going to count. And yes, I have 2 more on the broadside than he does, but his are probably slightly more modern. Still, I only had to run till night. Victory. Yeah, I'm sorry. You need to just hold the line while we blockade the Germans into submission. I'm sorry. You think you're blockading us? Germany, no. This isn't how this works. You are the ones who are going to be blockaded. The only reason you think you're able to blockade it is because you have this massive fleet of pre-dreadnoughts. Just you wait till I've killed all your dreadnoughts, Sonny Jim. Then we shall see who laughs last. And I don't see you over there, Italy. I do see you. I've got a force of battleships in the Med to fight you. Yes, they're my older pre-dreadnoughts, but to be perfectly frank with you, Italy, I don't rate your bloody dreadnoughts much. And I have 6 ships to your 5, plus I have the most powerful warship in the world, Aquitaine, on hand. Oh, and of course the Edgar Quinquets are rebuilding, and they'll be back in service soon. And we've got the first 14-inch battleships coming in. And the battlecruiser Strasbourg is also being built as well, though she's waiting for a break in funding. Oh, and your cruisers still haven't recovered. Italy has no light cruisers, so even my older vessels in the Med are still better than what the Italians have. No, they haven't had a rebuild. Ah, oh, yeah, they need. Yeah, okay, you guys need a. Yeah, you guys need a rebuild. Okay. Yep, central firing, pretty please. No, not right now. You guys can stay around because you actually have some fire control. It's you guys that need the rebuild. Yes, please. This is why I saved up money, so I'd have enough in the bank to do rebuilds like this in the event of wartime. And I desperately need to do them. Right. Wow, we're going on a coastal raid. Right, we need another dreadnought, please. Bring one of the 11 inches in. It at least brings us up to a full battle squadron. There we go. That's fine. So I think I'll have... So we'll do a 2-angle sweep. We'll send the battleships on the riskier run inshore, and the battle cruiser will run around at 26 knots, causing absolute mayhem, since no ship in the German Navy can catch her, and that's when she's doing 26 knots. If she ramps up to 28, she laughs at her 4-knot speed advantage over basically anything else in the German Navy that is big enough to actually threaten her. So, yeah. There we go. Lovely. Okay, an unknown ship. What is that? Oh, hello. You look small, but you still look like something I want to have a crack at. Hello. Ah, there's the enemy fleet. Okay. Right, let's bring us up to 18 knots and steam the battle fleet south. Ah, that's the enemy battle force. So I want to be careful not to tangle with them till our own battleships are in place. But once they are, we're absolutely going to tangle with them, and we're going to give them a bloody good thrashing. Oh, you think that's going to... Haha, nope, sorry. Bye, guys! Bye! See you later, mate! And away she goes! Meow! And away she goes at 28 knots. Bye-bye! Chase me, boys. Chase me. That's it. That's it. Chase me right into the ambush. Hello, it's the battle wagons of the French Navy. How you doing? Hi. Yeah, sorry. We heard you were bullying one of our battle cruisers. We'd like you to not do that. Pretty please. Hi. Yeah, it's the French Navy here. We would like you to not bully our battleship, if that's not too much trouble here. And then Heroine can then swing back around into the action and cross the T of the German battle line. Oh, she nailed one of the Oldenburgs with something. And if they shoot at her, they're not shooting at the French battle line, which means... Okay, I've let them get a little bit close. Put your tail to them and ramp up the speed. And so we'll swing the battleships in for a knockout blow to distract the Germans. There we go. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, now we've closed to sort of a much closer range where our more heavily protected ships are going to fare better. Oh, that's not good. That's multiple German dreadnoughts slowing up. You can tell they're worried because of the fact they've just ordered their light forces in for a flotilla attack. I can see it. Yep, there it is. Yep, they ordered them in for a flotilla attack, which is a little bit disconcerting, but it's not going to stop me. And there's Mackinson, a ship that is hopelessly outgunned when fighting Heroine. Which it feels weird to say, but that's her name. Well, one of the Oldenburgs is slowing up. Oh, we're pounding that rear Oldenburg into scrap. Good lord, yeah. That's got 4 French battleships pounding it into scrap with 12-inch shell fire. Oh, that is... Yeah, that's not okay. That is not an okay thing. That is... Oh, well, it's not okay for them anyway. It's perfectly good for me. Spoon. Go. I definitely want one of these bloody Oldenburgs sunk. Turn. Oh, pivot, pivot, damn it. Oof. Poor old Hercule. She led the charge and she bloody paid for it. All of her turrets are bloody knocked out. Still, her sisters are firing, which is good. Proves how resilient these bloody turrets are. They're not cooked off or exploded. Yeah, we need normal speed. I can't run this on, okay, heroine's on. Okay, heroine, you need to break off. Yeah, you are our valuable asset in theatre. We can't really afford to lose you. There we go. Close down Oldenburg. I mean, if they're stupid enough to chase heroine, which they are, they can't catch her in any way. She is fast enough to just casually nope out of there. And that's not even her maximum speed. There we go. Oh yeah, Oldenburg is gonna die. Let's try and close her down, finish the job with either our battleships or our destroyers. Although our battle line has taken a bit of a battering doing the job, so... Come on, damn you. Die already. Okay, that's got to be her sinking, surely. Yeah, it's got to be her sinking. Okay, there's an Elbing-class ship. With Oldenburg destroyed, that basically, well, one of the Oldenburgs destroyed anyway, that basically means we can break west with our battle wagons and head for home. I mean, they'd have to be really fucking stupid to try and stop me. Oh, you're really going to make me bring... You are. Right, okay, that's fine. If you want to play rough, we'll play rough. I mean, yeah. Like, Hercule has taken the majority of the damage, but it's left her sisters basically unengaged. So they are free to just absolutely bang away at... And that's a irreplaceable German dreadnought sunk. Because I already have a numbers advantage over them, and that's only now going to increase. So, yeah. You really do not want to carry on this engagement. It will not go well for you. That's what I thought. Bugger off. Thank you kindly. Not only did we achieve our objective, we sank a dreadnought as part of it, which is Nice, that's one of our key objectives accomplished. Very nice. Very, very, very nice indeed. You love to see it. Well, I love to see it, because it means I win. Tee hee hee. Laughs. In Fleet of Oceans. Oh, I'm sorry, Germany. Were you expecting to win this war against the second-ranked naval power on the planet? I fought Britain to a standstill. Even when the US jumped in. I sank multiple numbers of British battleships. And you thought picking a fight with me would be a good idea. That's just daft. Okay, so her Kuhl is badly damaged, so she's going to go in for her fire control rebuild, which she can now do, because with the Germans having lost a battleship, that means that we're now up to 6-2 again, which is good. And I thought the Germans were building new. Have they stopped them? Oh, they must have done. They must be in a bad way if they've stopped those two ships that I was expecting to be the things that were going to fight my two new ships. And Strasbourg isn't building. She needs to be, but she's not yet. There we go. Oh, those cheeky fuckers. Those very cheeky fuckers. Yeah, this is the thing. It is all on her shoulders. Basically. The free dreadnoughts can do a delaying action, but if it comes to sinking the actual transports, it's basically all on her. Let's get on with it. Oh, no, no, no. That is not good. That is really not... That is not what I wanted to see. I did not want this to be a pell-mell night action. That is really not what I wanted. At all. No, no, Timu. The RN is not in the fight. No, the Royal Navy is not in the fight. Okay, so right click. Independent. Patrol. Please patrol there for me. That means you're going to guard that area. It leaves me free to move with the battle cruisers as I need to. Since I know that's where they're coming. Yep, and there they are. Oh, please tell me that is the actual convoy I've just run into with no escorts. Oh, it is. Right, savage the thing. If we sink these ships, we win. And whatever happens next doesn't fucking matter. One. Two. Come on. Swiftly. Turn, Aquitaine! Turn! Turn! I order you to turn! Turn, damn it! I order you to turn! Bloody hell, how we made it through that without taking a torpedo, I have no idea. We did, though. Bloody hell, absolute trooper went through that without so much as a buy your leave. Jesus. Absolute trooper. Never. Where from? Okay, I've got to send her home. I have to send her home. She's too valuable to risk. I've got to send her home. She's far too valuable to risk. It's up to the pre-dreadnoughts now. I need her in harbour. She's too valuable to risk. Still, by inflicting the damage we've inflicted, Did they run away at the 11th hour? Was the damage that Aquitaine did so bad they just ran? And decided not to commit to the invasion? Did the AI's calculus go, this isn't worth it? Something must have happened, clearly. Because they ain't fucking here. Hello, Halfman. He's staring at me. The whole Halfman's staring at me. Nope, spin. No spin. No spin. Nope. Can you imagine if Fleet would enable 7TV? That's not... Well, I don't use OBS. I use Streamlabs OBS, but I will... Look, Team, I'll get to it when I get to it. It's not high on my list of priorities right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll get to it when I get to it. Yeah. Well, either way, look, I'll get to it when I get to it, okay? There we go. Yeah, they have decided not to commit to the landings. Aquitaine's wild ride did it. Damn. Are you fucking kidding me? The game hands them a free fucking battleship kill. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually fucking kidding me? The game hands them one of my fucking best battleships on a plate because her fucking fucking just sure. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, win a great victory. Yeah, sorry, mate. One of your battleships got torpedoed. Yes, that's what's happened. You know, it's an inside of a port. You know, submarine would have to be right there, and that's fucking stupid. So fucking dumb. And actually with light force as well, I know full well that they don't have any... They don't have any light cruisers, so what are they sending? Oh yeah, so you get to show up with... Again, this feels like bollocks. So you get to show up with a pair of armoured cruisers, and I get a pair of light cruisers? That's how we're doing this now? That's how we're doing this? I mean, to be fair, they only have a pair of 7-inch guns, so... In theory, they could be 6-inch fired to death, so... And we do have a third light cruiser along for the ride, so... In theory... This is technically an even fight. And they are running the fuck away. Come back here, you little shit. Take your lumps like a man. What? Again, I am beginning to think the game fucking wants me to lose the war. That is too many fucking bad events all in one go. First, the fucking bollocks that is the loss of a battleship for fucking no discernible reason. Then that lucky flash fire when I was fucking winning the battle because I guess the Italians needed to fucking win. Or something. This is fucking bollocks. Yeah, sure. Hand the Italians victory on a silver plate. Because, yeah, that's what they deserve. I am winning, but that's the bullshit that I've just suffered. I'm like, honestly, I wouldn't mind a peace deal because that was just utter bollocks. Hey! Over there! Over there! Send the word over there! 'Cause the Yanks are coming! The Yanks are coming! Tell row, row everywhere! Hey! The Yanks are coming! About bloody time. Better late than never, I suppose. Okay, that's one of our battle cruisers. Aquitaine's in the med. She's not available. None of our armoured cruisers are fast enough. Do we have any of our other modern cruisers? We have one of the 28 knotters. That'll do. I mean, I'm hoping that we can actually... I'm hoping this is a chance to kill some of the German battle cruisers. Why are you guys sad? The Americans are coming. This is good news. And this is a chance I've been waiting for. A chance to actually kill a German battle cruiser. I've been waiting for this. Oh wait, it's the Moltkers. I'm just gonna not bother with them. Because they are tough, but also they're slow. So I'm literally gonna run down the Stuttgart and go, yeah, not fighting 2-on-1. Bye, guys. Yeah, I'm not fighting the Moltkers 2-on-1. It's not happening. I am not fucking doing it. So the entire battle force, the entire force that I have is just going to take Billy Big Steps in the other direction. Because no, I'm not fighting 2-on-1. Absolutely fucking not. Not happening. The problem is those things are fucking tanky. I don't like burger people. I'm not sure if that's a... in this time period, the Americans aren't so bad. There we go. Yes. Technical German victory. Only a technical one. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, the US has arrived. With heroin actually down for a little bit of damage. Let's fit her with some directors. Make her more accurate. Oh, Mulhouse is in a bad way. Jesus, she's had a bad time of it. Jesus Christ, poor Mulhouse. Oh, we've got 2 new battleships coming in with 14-inch guns, so cower before me. Strasbourg as well. We'll bring once the Edgar Quinquets are rebuilt, we can really start work on Strasbourg in a major way. Convoy attack. Please tell me that's Aquitaine. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Guess who's back? Back again. Aquitaine's back. Tell her friend. And she's here to kill. Wow, they actually deployed all of their battle cruisers to try and stop me. They have, haven't they? Yeah, they have deployed all of their battle cruisers to try and stop me. Bad news for them. I'm faster than they are. And I have much bigger guns. And I'm already at speed. So I can just go, see ya, fuckos. I wouldn't want to be ya. And just go, bye, guys. I mean, yeah, please, sure, do land some hits. That's fine. I have the armor to resist it. I'm just gonna go past you. And I'm just gonna savage this convoy. Don't mind if just gonna through this convoy like that. Bada bing, bada boom, bada swing. Think 6 merchants accomplished. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Goodbye, you Italian fuckers. Have fun. Dying. Because, yeah, I have no desire to fight 3-on-1, and I can just not be here. Bye. Just shows up, 6 convoy, refuses to elaborate further, leaves. Aquitaine shows up, 6 convoy, refuses to elaborate further, leaves. That's hysterical. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Love it. That's just great. Oh dear, that's beautiful. That's utterly hysterical. Oh my god, I sank most of the convoy. That's great. Yeah, I'm not accepting harsh peace offers. You can do one. What? Oh, well, she was one of the old bloody ships. That's fine. Okay, the Edgar Quinquets are nearly done being rebuilt. That's good. They're proto-battle cruisers, those two, and they'll probably be our first bloody carriers. Really? Oh, Aquitaine's not available. Bugger. That's... what? We have 5 battleships. What? Why do we not have 5 battleships here? Is the game deliberately trying to make me fail this naval invasion? That's... if that is the case, I will be fucking livid. Like, if the Italians show up with their entire fucking force, and I just have a single... oh my god, they actually have. They have let the Italians show up with their entire fucking force, and left me with a single pre-dreadnought. Sure, game. You know, that's fucking fair. That's fair. You know, that's fucking fair. You know, you give the Italians 3 fucking dreadnoughts, and me 1 fucking pre-dreadnought. Yeah, sure, that's fair. You know, game, that's fucking fair. Like, that's really fair. You know, I think it's just... when the game does shit like this, it fucking sucks all the enjoyment out of it. Because it's such bollocks that there wouldn't be the majority of the French fleet's battle units out at sea. This is such bollocks. I am basically forcing to play keep away, so there is that. I do definitely have more light forces than they do, which is something. That's a pretty good position to be in. Go, send in the destroyers. Yeah, you better do one, Italy, because I have more destroyers than you do. I mean, to be fair, as long as I can play keep away, I win. When is nightfall? 1 hour. Okay, I'm gonna have to withdraw inwards as soon as that happens, and rely on my destroyers to actually deal with them. But I'm preserving Charles Martel. I'm keeping her boilers at cruising. And we withdraw towards the coast. They've got to close in on the coast now. Right, give me a second. It's bloody cold in here. I'm lighting more fires. yeah, I'm hoping that the keep away I played in the daytime is enough to keep them away. And if it isn't, then, well, it's a close in action at night. The heavy secondary battery of Charles Martel will wreck a dreadnought at close range. It's really not a fight they want to pick. Especially not with the amount of destroyers I've got around me. It's really not a good idea. We'll have to see what they do. Hopefully, they do nothing. And they sit there, and they twiddle their thumbs and go, we're not going to approach the coastline, because that would be the smart thing to do. But, this is the rule the waves AI. It isn't always smart. Something's apparently being fired at something, but damned if I know what. Oh, come on. It's so close to the ending of the battle. Now you fuckers show up? Yeah, politely. Fuck off. When the three dreadnoughts run from the big angry pre-dreadnought, you have to wonder. Well, the big angry pre-dreadnought that's actually faster and better protected than they are. The very big angry pre-dreadnought. I'm basically staying on their rear, because that lets me completely control the engagement. Oh, Wiesbaden's taken a hit. Martel must have smashed a... I mean, Martel can do 21 knots. I can just go, well, smell you later, nerds, and just fuck off. In fact, actually, given the fact that they don't have the firepower now all the time to actually degrade the fortifications, I'm just going to nope off into Tunis and say, you fucking failed, kiddo. Was that Colbert doing that? It must have been. Yeah, it was. Well done, Colbert. Oh, that's beautiful. It doesn't get better than that. Colbert just put a torpedo into one of the Italians. They don't have the time. They do not have the time to actually degrade the fortifications or bring their marines in. They've lost. they've actually lost the engagement. They had 3 dreadnoughts and 2 armored cruisers, and they still couldn't fucking do it. One very, very angry pre-dreadnought just told them to go fuck themselves. Apparently the loss of her sister to a mine basically made her fucking angry. Well, she was a last generation pre-dreadnought. A semi-dread. How is that technically a victory? You failed. But sure, I guess. But yeah, but you failed. Very nice. Okay, that's good. Do you two need to work up? You do. Okay, that is fine. Resume construction on Strasbourg. Heroine is being rebuilt. She'll be out in a month. Galois will be in 2 months. Next generation battleship will be. We'll have a director. It'll be 30,000 tons, and it will have 9. It'll have 9 16-inch guns on the center line. Like that. I'll have a 12-inch belt. 13-inch on the turret face. Don't need much more than that on the deck because of the way... Well... It's fine. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. No one else in the world will be building ships with 16-inch guns at this point. It's fine though. Right, okay. We can resume construction on another one of the cruisers as well. Well, looks like we're only going to get 1 generation of 14-inch capital ships. I thought we'd get more. Never mind. It also means I can work on a better Aquitaine, which basically goes, yeah, okay, Aquitaine, but 16-inch guns. And I can actually get away with that. That's hysterical. Enemy raid on coastal installations. Okay. Fleet battle. 1 battle cruiser, 8 battleships. 6 armored cruisers, 8 light cruisers, 18 destroyers. Oh yeah, the French are the Italians are committing properly. I don't want to bring in any of the Messenas. The Messenas are too old and too slow. Can we summon? No, we can't. Can we summon more armored cruisers? Yeah, we can get one of the other Admiral Chalmers in that can still do 21 knots. Well, that'll help. Okay. Oh, they are right fucking there. Okay, give me 19. Give me 18 knots. Aquitaine has it all to do. Everybody ramp up and clap your hands. What I wouldn't give for some naval aviation right about now. What I wouldn't give. And I believe that is the enemy battlecruiser force. This is going to be interesting. Again, Aquitaine is only 1 ship, but she is the best battlecruiser in the world. Bar none. A Littorio-class battleship? That can't be it. It's got to be a misidentification of one of these. They can do 27 knots? They're a knot faster than they're supposed to be. Interesting. What I'm trying to do with Aquitaine is I'm trying to pull her ahead. I'm trying to pull her ahead of the Italian battle cruisers so she can dictate how that engagement goes. Whilst they bring up the battleships from behind. Ooh, that is 2 14-inch shell hits. That's not okay. That's a not okay moment. Oh, that is just, I can see, ooh, the pain. The pain I just inflicted on that lead Italian battlecruiser. Jesus. Once Aquitaine gets her eye in, you're pretty much fucked. The thing is, she is armoured to resist 12-inch gunfire. You guys are not armoured to resist 14. The clapping and feels good. I'm just like, sorry, I've been really engrossed. Sorry, but yeah, just reading chat. The clapping and the feels good. Yeah, you're damn right it feels fucking good. Payback time, bitches! Oh shit, what happened to Aquitaine's speed? Oh, fuck. She's taking an engine room hit. That's not good. That's not good. Luckily, she seems to be inflicting the same on the Italian battlecruisers, so thank heaven for small mercies. And oh dear God, that is the entire Italian battle line. Not just some of it, that is all of it. That is all of it. That is not some, that is just all. Luckily, they seem to have laser focused in on the prize that is 2 French armored cruisers and are ignoring both the battlecruiser fight that's happening and the 3 dreadnoughts that are taking billy big steps in the other direction and trying to get into the battlecruiser fight while avoiding the main capital fight, because that's where the victory is to be had in this engagement. If we can sink 1, maybe 2, or heck, even possibly 3 of the Italian battlecruisers, that will be a major blow to the Italian Navy. Well, Aquitaine could possibly do it herself, given her engines being a little bit knackered after taking a hit to her extended belt armor. I am not too sure that she can. I mean, she can run down the more heavily damaged ships, but she's not going to be able to... Okay, they have no idea where our battle line is. Still, this is good. Okay, maybe they do, because there's something there in the way. But... that's not surprising, given she was under fire from 4 bloody dreadnoughts. The fact she lasted that long was a fucking miracle. Come on. Besides, I have to get through her anyway to get home. So, because if I'm caught by the battle line, Aquitaine can't run. Come on. Come on. You have to put that battle cruiser down. Come on, put her down. Okay, she's sinking. Good. And we're... Okay, ramp speed up to 19 knots. I want to actually get our ships in to the fight. And help out the Aquitaine finish the job. Okay, now Aquitaine basically has to book it to Nice. If not somewhere further away. And leave the rest of this fighting to the pre-dreadnoughts can handle this now. If Aquitaine can run down those other ships at 19 knots, they can run down these two ships at 19 knots. They are battle cruisers, but it's 4 on... It's 4 pre-dreadnoughts versus 2 battle cruisers. And they're already badly damaged. Oh, good lord, that is... That is the entire Italian battle line. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. What speed are you doing? Can I catch you? No, I can't catch you. Okay. In that case, then we will accept one victory, and we will vanish into the gathering darkness. We will basically accept 1 kill. Well, you know, and the fact that we've lost 2 armoured cruisers, but they did get kind of dogpiled by the entire Italian Navy. Not just some of the Italian Navy, the entire Italian fucking Navy. Okay. So that was fucking terrifying. That was the entire Italian fleet showing up, and solely thanks to the grace of God and some fucking fantastic gunnery from Aquitaine's crew, emptying their entire ammunition lockers, that we managed to walk away from that with not just a minor prize, but the loss of one of Italy's only 3 battle cruisers. Bloody hell. No, fuck you, we're going to Nice. You can raid all the shipping you want. Honestly, it's not worth the losses I would take otherwise. Yeah, you can raid all the shipping you want. You want to shoot up that bombardment target? You shoot up that bombardment target. Eat your fucking heart out. You want to use the entire Italian fleet to destroy a bombardment target? By jingo, you do that. You do that, Italian Navy. You do that. You go, Italian Navy. You fail to save one of your 3 battle cruisers and sink and destroy a small French army base. Yeah! Good job, guys! Oh, good lord. And yeah, you sink some small coastal patrol boats. The fact is, you failed to achieve anything else noteworthy. Well, you sank 2 old armoured cruisers, but those were 2 old armoured cruisers. And my plan now is, with the Edgar Quinquets back in service, and just fast enough to keep ahead of the German battle cruisers, I'm going to concentrate both French battle cruisers in the Mediterranean and murder you. And it was still technically a win, because I sank a... That's beautiful. Love it. honestly, my expectation for the DLC is that it will exist, if you want my honest opinion. But anything beyond that, I don't know. Is it going to be useful? Probably. Anything more beyond that, I don't really have a thing for. That would have been funny. That would have been very, very funny to rebuild them as ships carrying single 9-inch guns. That would have been more than a little bit funny. It would have slashed bloody... What's the fastest speed you guys can make, anyway? 27 knots. Huh. Well, refitting them with turbines was definitely a good idea. Cost an arm and a leg to do, but it was worth doing. So Galois are coming in the Northern Fleet, which is good. That means we can absolutely hammer the Northern Fleet. Action with the light forces against the Germans. Okay. We've got 1 French light cruiser and 3 French destroyers. There we go. Okay. And I know our light cruisers are superior to the Germans. Fight me, you coward. What am I looking at here? An Amazonia-class cruiser. Oh, you're adorable. Come here and die. You are utterly adorable with your 25 knot top speed. Aren't you just the sweetest thing? Come back here and fight. You absolute coward. This isn't even my final form. I still have 2 knots I can pile on if I need to. Hello. Oh. She's out of main battery ammunition. That's not good. This is why I'm glad I gave them a secondary battery. How many shells did Bloody Davoo carry for her guns? It can't be enough. Alright, Amazon gets to live. It's a bit of a battered thing, that. It does not have the, She doesn't have the... That was a brutal engagement for both sides. Last time I checked, she wasn't sinking. She wasn't sinking! She was capable of 18 knots, and you've arbitrarily handed that to the... Again, sometimes the game just fucking wants you to lose wars. It's fine. I'm not going to probably lay down too many new battleships during this war anyway. Right. What's our current destroyer tonnage limit? 1,100 tons. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, artichoke. Alright, we're going to keep basically everything the same. The only difference is we're going to massively upscale the tube count. Yes, indeed. And we're going to drop one of the guns. This is a torpedo boat destroyer, not... Oh. Okay. Well, that's fine. It still gives me a very nice broadside of 4 tubes per. The French see a Sully intercepts a German raider. Is that... Ooh. I think Sully's one of the... Oh, no, she's not. She's one of the older ships. Which is annoying, but hey-ho, it is what it is. She's not terrible as a ship, though. Has the US arrived in force? Okay. Hello, Mr. German Raider. I have your transit papers here. Yes. Hey, new battleship. No thank you, USA. Yes, please. Okay, so I want 2,000 worth of new destroyer construction, and then I want that much worth of new capital ship construction, and then I want 6 worth of additional submarines on top of the amount we're already building. Since destroyer losses since the war began have been a little bit chronic. I mean, we have all 8 of our Dreadnought battleships. That is a significant advantage over the Germans. That's not all of my ships. Well, the US has shown up with some of their ships, which is something. So, that's something, I guess. It's not great, but it's not terrible either, which means they're probably going to be the ones to get stuck in. But yes, they are absolutely going to be the ones to get stuck in first. Well, it's time to see what the Dunnes, the Edgar Quinquet rebuilds are capable of. Give me maximum speed -2. We've got to close the distance. Okay, the Americans are getting absolutely stuck in. I got hats off to the Yanks. When they get stuck into a war, they get stuck into a war. Hats off to them. Oh, that's the 2 German battle cruisers running right into my battleships. Hello, boys. How are you? That's the 2 German battle cruisers running headlong into 3 battleships. That is not the fight you want to be in, is it? I didn't think so. There's the German battle line, though. There we go. Right, that's what we need to be dealing with. Edgar Quinquet and her sister need to be staying with the American ships. Crossfire, motherfuckers! The Americans have them on one side, we have them on the other side. Admittedly, the Americans have only 1 Dreadnought, but they have brought the pre-Dreadnought numbers, which is fine. Oh, that's not where any German cruiser wants to be. With those 2 facing down the front of them, and that forces them to turn into my Dreadnoughts, which is what I wanted. It's really annoying. I'm not able to actually... Although I may actually be able to get the rear Oldenburg, I hope. We'll have to see. Teddy weave, teddy weave, teddy weave, teddy weave, teddy weave. Yeah, okay. I think are the Americans going home? It does look like the Americans are going home, yeah. Yeah, the Americans have decided that it's time to call it for the evening, which I totally understand. We had a good scrap with the Germans, but risking valuable capital assets in a surface engagement at night, not really worth it. So yeah, just head home. Well done, boys. Well done. Tea and medals, or wine and medals, technically, this is for French. Yeah, cheese and wine. That's the way. Cheese and wine. Hope for cheese and wine, but the Americans get beer and girls. Well, the American battleships are clearly tougher than ours because takes a torpedo, just doesn't fucking care. Technically, the Germans won. Not now. Okay, so Flandre, given that she's up for 2 months of rebuild, adding an extra month to fit her with a director is not a bad thing. Gaulois is working up. She's not ready yet. Once the Gaulois are worked up, I'm going to send them to the Med. It's honestly where they're needed. The 8-inch gun, the 12-inch and 11-inch gun-armed dreadnoughts are fucking holding down the fort in Northern Europe easily. It's the Med where these 14-inch armed ships are needed to just smash the Italian battle line. I'm alright taking this, because even if it is the German dreadnoughts, sorry, the German battle cruisers, we have an equal speed advantage. Yep, that is the German battle cruisers. Yes, we can just run. Unless the Intrepid is here, which she is. And the Intrepid is a very powerful battle cruiser indeed. If she's around, 1914, no seaplane tender. Honestly, seaplane tenders are not really that useful, if I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. They're not really that useful. Like, they're not really that useful, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. No, they're not. Like, until catapults emerge, seaplane tenders are not really that useful. And seaplanes at sea aren't really that useful. In Rule the Waves, that is. I never really see the point in them. No, not really. Seaplanes that carry torpedoes are not real, or carry ordnance worth much of a damn, are not really a thing in Rule the Waves. Okay, the Germans have took... It's fine. Britannia's ready, but she's not ready yet. We're waiting for the other Gaulois to finish. She's nearly ready. Well, Republique is the thing that's been rebuilt. Strasbourg is building. Tag-class cruisers are slowly filtering in. I'm definitely going to cancel that one because it's 1 month later than the rest of them. In fact, actually, I should probably scrap the rest of them. And then look at building a new design. What have we got in terms of ship design? We've got all or nothing armor. That's good. Second turrets on BB. That's also good. Light cruiser armor config, which is good. I think what I'll do is we will drop the forward centerline mount. And we'll use that extra weight for extra armor. And have it slightly larger. Oh, and as we saw, a lot more rounds per gun, because as we saw in the previous engagement, these ships do tend to run out of ammunition fairly quick. A cruiser battle. This may be the chance I've been looking for. This may be the chance to destroy the Italian battle cruisers. Where are you? Where are you? There you bloody are. Yep, this is it. This is the chance I've been waiting for. I'm gonna sink these Italian battle cruisers. It's 2-on-2. My ships are just better. Aquitaine, what's wrong with you? Oh no, she's fine. She's alright. Come on, lads, give them the business. Come on, Aquitaine, put those big 14s to work. There you go, that's it. That's the way. That's it, that's the way. Neither of those two ships are escaping this action alive. It's not happening. Of course. Of course. The one time I have a chance to kill them, the Japanese, the whatever the fuckers are, roll lucky and get to escape. Of course they fucking do. Because again, this game is out to make me lose the war. Because of course it fucking is. I could really do with Aquitaine's big 14s right now if she wasn't fucking sat with her rudder turning around all the bloody time. She's out of ammunition for her fucking forward guns. Gotta bring the aft ones to bear. Okay, Aquitaine's coming up. She's coming up at 28 knots. I've just got to hold the Italians and fight a delaying action until she gets here. Which I should be able to do. They can't be in that good of a shape compared to us. Come on, Aquitaine. It's your 14s. We need to bloody finish this job. Come on. Get here. Come on. Come on. She's nearly there. She's nearly here. And she's still got most of her shells, yeah. Come on. No! God damn it! No! Wait. No, they wouldn't be stupid enough to come back, surely. I'm not fighting a night action, though. Fucking... That's just... The AI survived because the fucking game decided it would. Well, yeah, of course I am. Again, I'm denied a chance to inflict a proper victory because the game has favoured the AI. Again. Consistently over the course of this war. That could have been a major victory with 2 Italian battlecruisers sunk, but... Well... Okay, I thought I'd just see what the peace deal feelers would throw out, but I guess, okay, I guess that was a war that concluded with very little, well, Timu, I don't mind it being hard for the player, but not that level of bullshit where the AI gets consistently fucking thrown bone after bone after bone after bone. Okay, the Mercenaries can now go to the Breakers. All but Charles Martel can go into the reserves. So into mothballs. Charles Martel can go into the reserve fleet. The duplexes have basically, and Admiral Charnier have had their day. They can go into mothballs. They still have some use as trade protection assets. The Jules Ferries are the ships that we use for colonial policing. The Pascals have really had it. We'll rebuild you guys to the latest well, yeah, you guys can be scrapped. And then you guys can be mothballed. You guys can go into the reserves. And you guys can stay active. Any 300 tonners can go for scrap. And all the 500 tonners can just be mothballed for now. And the gunboats can return to their correct place as minesweepers. There we are. It does, that's the thing, it feels that way. It shouldn't do, but it does. So we'll rebuild the Hoshas. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Lovely. There we go. We've refitted our battleships. Then we need to rebuild the Flandre class into the Flandre 1914s because that gives them directors. And then they'll go in the Med. Aquitaine will stay in Northern Europe. So that moves all the 12-inch ships into the Mediterranean to match up against the 12-inch ships of Austria, Hungary, Italy, etc. The Edgar Quintets are now the oldest cruisers. We got done with that war before World War I historically started. The Americans didn't really do that much, if I'm gonna be completely fucking honest here. Okay, so Battlecruiser Strasbourg is building. There we go. I do have to ask myself, though. Toulouse. I can't help but wonder if, given all the tech we now have... Well, yeah, if you have triple turrets in the fleet, it helps with the... Maybe we can drop the... Oh, wait, we have all or nothing, don't we? Yeah, we do. There we go. That's better. That's more like it. Oh. There we go. That's retribution for nuking the Royal Navy last time. Yeah, it does kind of feel that way. Teeny tiny bit. Just hold off on building Strasbourg for a minute. Just while our rebuilds finish. There we go. Then we'll send the Flandres into the Med. And I'm going to build more of these new destroyers just because I do need to desperately an injection of new destroyers and new cruisers, to be brutally honest with you. Beautiful. That was the bulk submarine construction finishing. So let's start building one of these new cruisers that I want to build. Oh, stop that. I can't afford to lay down Nantes right now. Sure, if you want to build another submarine for dirt cheap. Oh, sorry, another... send a battleship. Send one of our pre-dreadnoughts. We are the French, after all. Africa is our domain. That gives me enough money to lay down the Nantes. Okay, small seaplane carriers, that's fine. Yes. Let's have a range and reliability. That's really what matters at this point. And I will actually, what I will do is... So, in terms of where airfields should be, that's absolutely key. So, we want air bases... Hang on, let me just move off to one side quickly. We want air bases at Alba. And I want an airship base at Caligaria. We want an air base at Bonifacio. And we want an airship base at Saint Florent. One airship base at Bizaret. Tunis. And Sifax. That'll project all into the Eastern Med, which is lovely. And everything else will be handled by the bases on Corsica. Although I will, just for starting things out, build a airbase at Toulon. That's good. Above water tubes on CL is very nice to have. Good. Yes. Lovely. Good. That's all good. Everything's coming into service quite nicely. Nantes is being built. That means the next thing to do is to actually start building our new battleships. There we go. Our new airship bases coming online. That's fine. You can reduce naval spending. We're... well, the US is our ally, and they're willing to pay top dollar for it, so sure. I'm definitely going to drop the POTUS 42. It's got the best range, which is what you want. Yes. So maneuverability and reliability for fighters, since we are in the early period, so having them be reliable aircraft really does matter. Yep, the Japanese can absolutely have that tech. That is fine. The next thing I want to do is I want to get the Britannias laid down now. Just so that we have laid them down. There we go. Lovely. And then I want a revision to this design. Using the extra 500 tons we have, we're going to put in the 17-inch guns. And we're going to change to all or nothing armor. Which gives us a lot of savings in terms of protective scheme, which is very nice indeed. And now we have 17-inch guns. Oh, we're going to have directors for our secondaries, which is very nice indeed. I like that very much. Beautiful. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Only two 16-inch capital ships in the French Navy. Up to the 17-inch we go. Yes. There we go. Lovely. I will buy better 8-inch guns. There's nothing wrong with that. More. Yes, I know. More indeed. No, if you do want peace, arm for war. Like, that is just the way it is. We'll buy the Blotch. It's got the most maneuverability, and it is the equal toughest with the other one. And its range at 2. Yes, we'll have float plane scouts again. Range and reliability, that's what matters. The Spanish Empire seems to be keeling over, but what else is new? We'll have 5 destroyers, please. Hey! Newport, that is worse than the POTUS I have in service. No, go away. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good. This is all well and good. Okay. So, time to review the old class of colonial cruiser concept again. So, with colonial cruisers as a thing still being something I do want to maintain, that is going to be something that I do want to maintain absolutely. So, we're going to stick with this basic design. Make it slightly bigger. It's all well and good. We're going to get rid of most of its torpedoes. And we'll give it some basic torpedo defenses. And drop a... we could afford to have 6-inch. We do want 8-inch guns just to make sure it can defend itself. Actually, I want to see what a modern cruiser would be. 100 tons. Jeez, that's not what I want at all. That's huge. That's also massive. These are all massive, massive ships, and I don't. This is not what I want at all. Good lord, no. Jesus, no. Yeah, the thing to do is to take probably take one of our existing designs of. It's probably our last generation of traditional light cruisers. And then basically rework it. Give it better armor. Slightly less speed. Obviously, it's all or nothing, so it doesn't need extended belts or decks. It can have directors. It can have directors for its main guns. Problem is, I like having that punch. I'll say, what if we clear away the guns and we add... And we had a pair of triple 8 inches, because we could do that. That then gives a decent broadside throw weight. Put the 4-inch mounts into turrets. And make them probably 5-inch. There we go. Give them basic armor. 1 inch of deck armors should be sufficient at decent range. There we go. Actually, yeah, 1.5 inches of deck armor. That does give you some protection at long range, which is fine. 25 knots. That will do. That will do as a colonial cruiser. Actually, hang on. Yeah, so let me just... these ships don't have to be fast. They just have to be capable of defending, of being enough of a threat. I'm looking at this. It's not as good as our current fighter, so no, why would I buy it? Produces fighter with less capability than our current ships. Is surprised Pikachu face when French government doesn't buy it. Floatplane scout. I am gonna go for the one that is tough and has the longest range. There we go. Yes, I'll let them review the design. That's fine. I'm currently waiting on a few things to be built anyway. The Germans can have the rights to that. It keeps my own budget afloat, which I'm fine with. Yeah, the Austrians can have that as well. That I'm absolutely fine with them having. No, we're not going to the armaments conference in The Hague. I don't care what you say. No, I'm sorry. It must start construction as soon as possible. Yes. Not right now. I don't want to. Thank you very much. The faster you move into the enemy ships, the more few... Well, yes, that is technically true, but I would point out that I am trying to not break the bank. I am building a battleship and a battlecruiser already, and I don't want to break the bank. Even though these new armored cruisers are supposed to be cheap and cheerful for overseas work, which is what they're supposed to be, that doesn't really help me too much. Italy, no. No Albania for you. There we are. 3 new destroyers. That's good. In regards to... We still have the weird one-off. Gaul. Now, she's in the Caribbean currently. If rebuilt with turbines, she could do 22 knots. And here's what I'm thinking. So she can have directors for a secondary battery, which makes her even more dangerous than she already was. And she can carry more guns as well. One second, let me just remove the boats, because I have a plan. See, because of her odd mix of size and not being completely terrible when it comes to speed, she may actually be an ideal candidate for turning into a carrier. And that rebuild is not that expensive. Like, it's really not. Actually, hang on. No. What rebuilds can I have? 10-inch or smaller 3-gun. There we go. And that gives us... What that gives us is... That reworks her into a powerful, fast... She's a little bit weird, still. But there's a reason why I'm spending money keeping her around. Because ironically enough, she's just below the size that light carriers can be. So, by keeping her around, she can be rebuilt into a light carrier when the time comes. They want 11 cruisers, of course they do. And they want 11 cruisers at the expense of my... Right, okay. Alright then. If that's how we're playing it, then that's how we're playing it. Right, okay. So the first thing we need to do... I'm basically going to scout cruiser it. I'm basically going to scout cruiser it to try and get this fast ship in. As cheaply as I can. Basically. That's the premise here. Like, this ship is not ideal at all. But what it is relatively cheap. And relatively cheap is good because I'm going to have to build a fuck ton of these things. Okay, that's good. The economy is... that's... Okay. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. I mean, I don't have to build any of those horrible cruisers anyway. That's good. I can just build more destroyers. That is fine. That is actually well within budget. 15 destroyers is... That is doable. In fact, that's just... All I've got to do is wait 4 months for the bloody Nantes to finish. And then, bada bing, bada boom, the destroyer program is funded. Beautiful. Lovely. Oh, yes, torpedo bombers. Excellent. So range and bomb load is what you want, because I want them to reach out and touch things. Piano time! Yes! If and okay. Oh, good lord, you're terrible. Jesus, you're terrible. Good lord. No. No, 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 no. Good lord. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. What a horrible thought. Okay. That's fine. That's all well and good. No, I'm sorry. We need to spend more on the Navy. You're asking me to do things that I need. I need money to do them, okay? Oh, did we not end up actually... Oh, we didn't lay down one of the new St. Louis-class battleships. We were going to, but we never did. That's fine. Behold, my madness. The French quads are here. Cower. Honestly, at that point, we can get away with 16-inch quads, and that's... I think the choice is between 16-inch quads or 17-inch triples. And I think we'll go with 17-inch triples for now. That means I can actually armor the ship to decently resist that level of gunnery. Or at least have some immunity against it. There we go. Excellent. 8 billion for DD, but no BC. Well, no, it's not so much that. It's more that the battle cruiser was being finished anyway. So... okay, that is actually approaching being as good, but still not as good as our currently operable ships. Okay, that's good. We can build the two other... Actually, build three other new Gradon class colonial cruisers, which is good. Got better 11-inch guns. That's good. That means we can refit the older ships with them. The new... Oh, God, that's just... Yeah, that's massively increased range over any of its rivals. Absolutely love it. Nantes has finished working up. Beautiful. Fantastic. Enables in conversions to light aircraft carriers. Okay, so now we wait for Umberto to finish her conversion. Oh, come on. Beat the army. Oh, never mind. New fighter... Not as good as the one we're currently operating. Come on, French aviation industry, do better. Please. Okay, that is definitely better than what we currently operate. So yes, Farman, I will buy that from you. I'm absolutely happy to do that. Improved director on our ships. That means Britannia will get it. That's good. And Guadons will get them as well. That is fine. Gaul has finished her reconstruction. So, hello, Gaul. It's nice to have you back in France proper. Would you like to become France's first carrier? Yes, I think you would. Boosh. Look at that. Beautiful. Her whole form can only still do 24 knots. Yeah, so that's not surprising, but she's also the best ship that we've got, basically, for this conversion. And what it does mean is that despite her size, she can carry a pretty significant air wing. And, you know, also cover herself in light AA guns as well. Like, just seriously, a ridiculous amount of light AA. All of the machine guns. That is fine. I can't fix the low freeboard. There we go. And now she's being... I mean, I know she just went into one rebuild, but I didn't know when I was going to get the... There we go. She's being rebuilt into... France's first carrier. The Edgar Quinquets are, I think, too big to be rebuilt. I will check. Yeah, they're too big. They'd have to be CVs, and we don't have CV conversions yet. But I will work up the air wing for Gaul. Oh, no, she's not been rebuilt yet. We can add additional aircraft to the air wings that we have. That'll help. Oh, hello. Stop that. Why would you do that? Stop it. There we go. Okay, so next thing to do is to expand our air bases, since that is very important. Especially with things like torpedo bombers coming in. That's pretty huge. And with our torpedo bombers having certain ranges, we probably want air bases at Bizaret and Tunis. And we probably want an airbase at Mezel Kabir as well, to try and close that off. And yeah, we definitely want an airbase and an airship base at Dunkirk. Okay, Le Havre instead. And Cherbourg. And up in Iceland, since, well, we'll have an airship base, but I'm not building an air base up there. Okay, 4 destroyers have commissioned into the Navy. And the rest of them are nearly done. That's good. Yes, I will actually accept the hawkish government coming in to funnel money into the Navy. That is huge. That means I can lay down both Voltaire-class battleships. Beautiful. Absolutely first class. That is excellent. That means I still maintain parity with the RN in terms of dreadnought numbers. The RN's gone hog into battle cruisers, but that's not surprising. I'm still equal to them in terms of overall tonnage. With the numbers of ships that we now have... So, the Flanders are getting a bit long in the tooth. The Hoches are getting a bit long in the tooth. The Gloires are still fine. Britannia just finished. Heroin is in service still. Aquitaine, Strasbourg, and Nantes are in service. Nantes, I think we do want another battle cruiser. We're going to have to wait until our other things are finished, but we can definitely lay one down. So we're going to get rid of the superimposed mount, and we're going to build a ship with 2 quad 17-inch gun turrets that can do 30 knots with an inclined belt and slightly thicker protection on the turret roofs, because, to be perfectly frank with you, it bloody needs it given the guns it's carrying. I mean, good lord, have you seen the guns this thing is carrying? Jesus, Jiminy Christmas. That's some heavy bloody firepower right there, Jim. Somebody get that man a panhandle. And light air guns, of course. Oh, I can't build. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have that. We're gonna have these with 16-inch quads instead of Yes, please do. Ah, good. Hey, a new improved model of the Potiers to keep the air wings going. Good, very good. Okay, so The Voltaires are building. That's good. The Guidon class are building. That's good. The duplexes are in mothballs because they might be needed. We're gonna scrap the last of the pre-dreadnoughts. And if the Spanish want to buy an old pre-dreadnought, they can do that. And we'll keep the last of the Henri IVs around for now. The Flandres are in the Med. They're okay. We'll give them a slight engine refresh. Just keep them a slight engine refresh and a slight fire control refit. Put some AA on them as well, just so that they've got some form of basic AAA. Okay, that small refit has turned into a major refit. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so refresh the engines. Better fire control. Slightly more ammunition. AA guns. And directors for secondary battery. There. That is reasonable. Upgrading the main guns is too bloody expensive. Yep, sure. The Committee of the Assembly Nationale can do that. We need 11 more destroyers. Do we now? Okay, what are we looking at in terms of destroyers? What do we have? Okay, we built a significant number of those Arc-class destroyers. We really went all in on them. We really did. What's the maximum size of destroyer we can build? Oh. Okay, I can't build destroyers without displacement. What's the size of displacement I can build to? Yeah. Wow, really? We can still only have 1,100-ton destroyers. Okay, then. Right. In that case, then. Let's instead focus on gunboating our destroyers. Apparently they can have fire control. Get rid of the art superimpose. That should buy us enough tonnage. Since they're not going to need the level of firepower with if they've got directors for those guns. There we go. The Ippy class destroyer. Apparently we need 11 more to replace the, to make sure we've got enough destroyers to not die to submarines. So sure. I will casually build some of those. We will increase cooperation with Japan, because I don't think Russia is aligned to anybody yet. Yes, I will let you make that sale. That is fine. No, I will let the Spanish have Borneo, because if the Spanish have Borneo, I can then take Borneo off the Spanish. No, okay, so I will let you reduce tensions because you are still... Because if I go to war with Italy, that brings in a massive tangled web of alliances, and I'm not keen on that. Hey, we have our first carrier. Very nice. Beautiful. It's nice to see. I can't help but wonder if the duplex swarm could be turned into a carrier. Or they could be turned into carriers, I should say. Rebuild their machinery, give them coal-fired turbines. What's the maximum speed you'll accept? 24 knots. 25? 26? 25 knots. Okay, that's still pretty good. 25 knots. Squeeze about 18 aircraft on. That's fine. 4-inch guns. Directors for those 4-inch guns. Only about 100 rounds per gun required. We'll give them a decent amount of light AA. Since that's what the main thing I'm expecting them to come and attack from. I make the guns 3-inch weapons. They're a little bit overweight, but that's fine. Yep, rebuild those ships. Give me 6 more light carriers. Because that is hysterical as a concept, and I fucking love it. Yeah, I'm going to halt the Voltaires for this, because this is too funny to not do. Yes, by all means, buy that off me. Keep the fucking light carrier program going, because this is aggressively funny. There we go. So Marseille has been commissioned. Yes, new floatplane scout. Range and reliability, please, since that's definitely what matters with floatplane scouts. Then resume construction on one of the battleships. Okay, the Italians and the Austro-Hungarians are knocking 7 bells out of each other in the Med. What else is new? Of course, now you're giving me the capability to build purpose-built light carriers after I've committed to the rebuilding of a class of old armoured cruisers into France's first light carriers. Well, second class of light carriers. Working alongside the somewhat weird... No, I'm not. Thank you. There we go. Resume construction of first one, then the other of the Voltaires. Lovely. Very nice indeed. Floatplane Scout. The Potato 66 is significantly better than basically any of the other options. Lovely. So Bern has finished their reconstruction. We'll sell arms to South America. What a fantastic idea that is. And then all of the carriers are back in the Navy. Lovely jubbly indeed. And that means we can build 2 Dunkirks, which are our new battle cruisers, which will put us back in the battle cruiser game in a big way, basically making us equal to anyone who isn't the British. So you have directors. I think Britannia has the improved already. Yes, she does. It's the... Yeah, it's we need to refit all of our older ships, which is fine. But yeah, we now have a carrier force that is... It's not the best in the world, but it's... Well, it's definitely up there. It is... There we go. There we go. Still, even if they only carry 1 squadron of fighters and 1 squadron of torpedo bombers, that still gives me a fairly powerful... carrier force compared to basically anyone. Oh yeah, that gives me the carrier force compared to anyone else in the world. No one else has any carriers. That's just... And with that terrifying realization that France has carriers and no one else does, we're going to leave that here for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've had as fantastic a time watching me play this as I have had playing it. Take care, everyone. And I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye!